Once again, thanks for allowing me, if you're really paying attention to what I'm saying. I know all your politicians from the PNC, which is APNU, Justice for All, WPA, and the PPP. They forgot to tell you a lot of things. But a nation must know their past and their history before you embark upon the future. All of them played their role out already. The PNC had 26 or 27 years, not 28, because there was a coalition government. The guy was given a raw deal. He couldn't say nothing because he was a Portuguese man amongst Indian and black in the parliament. Too many things happen. But one day we will all discuss that. I love my country as much as anything else because I cannot run to India nor Africa. And I always love Guyana. But for you people who are praising Africa and India, you should be very much ashamed of yourself and still wanted to sit down to govern a country that you really look upon like a second stage of your life. I want to say this for all of you to understand. It's not that I dislike you or I hate you or anything else. You're a human being. I didn't make you. Your God made you. And if He makes you, He made me. I don't have a right to reject you. That is my principal belief and philosophy. But all the older heads, it's time for them to go and rest up and give the younger generation an opportunity. Whether you're an Indian or you're black or you're Portuguese, Chinese, Douglas or Amerindian. And the reason why I'm saying put an Amerindian to run his country, because your black brothers and sisters demonstrate for Africa to liberate itself from European colonial masters so black people can rule themselves. And the same thing goes for your Indian brothers and sisters in India, so India can rule themselves. Now, why we cannot give back Guyana to the Amerindian, since we seems to be peacemaker in 90% of the world problem because we are a part of them. This to me look like it's people who don't know, say one thing but do something else. Hypocrites all over. So ladies and gentlemen, the truth of the matter, when Prophet Muhammad was on earth, they tried to kill him. A spider saved his life according to the history. According to the teaching of the Hindu, Ram went to war. Whether he went for Sita or whatever, but he went to war. And according to the Christians, Moses had to lead his people across the Red Sea. So think of all of these things and tell me, you call upon a God. Oh, some of you don't even want to hear a bad word. You condemn people for drinking and getting loud because you're such a religious factor in life. You're a Christian, a Hindu, a Muslim. You ridicule people. You criticize them. You nail them to a cross. You look down on them because you have little money or education, or you run into church with a Bible in your hand. But yet you're the biggest thieves and the biggest hoes and the biggest liars and hypocrites. You do the same with the Quran. You talk about Allah, but yet you want to screw your brother's wife or your neighbor's wife, and you have your wife. You want to make deal in the mosque to rob one another. Same goes to you, the Hindus. You say one thing and you're doing something else, but yet you all go and bow down in your church and pray. Is really and truly y'all know what you're doing, or y'all wasting time? Think of it. I know y'all don't like what I'm saying here, but I'm telling you the truth. It's up to y'all to make this decision. And I will say this, personally, the APNU party, which led by members of the PNC, and still in it, trying to get another second chance of the leadership of the country, I call upon all of you if you love Guyana, change the constitution so every child of Guyana, where they live or where they go, could come back and run for that country. But you all make a law to deny them their rights, their birth rights. But yet Barrett could have go to India and find the auntie. And Barnum and Haidt and others could run to Africa and find their ancestors. You people are what I call outcasts, hypocrites to the highest standard. Wake up, man. India don't need you, the Indians, and Africa don't need you, the black people. Trust me. Because they got enough waste and garbage there, they don't need more. You might say I'm insulting. I'm telling you the truth. I've been to 87 countries, man. I've been all into Norway. I've known a lot. But I'm watching you all. It's a war between the two of you. Let's give back the Amerindian his country. Let's find a rightful leader. Let's work together and save what's left of your country. Let's stop this fighting and give justice. We got a lot of people in jail wrongfully, but we got plenty in parliament and nobody's saying anything. They got the military and the police force. They know who to bribe and who to pay to do the nasty work. But the message is clear and simple. The wall is closing in on us. If you have a mother, brother, father, and children, and you do killing for government or anybody, somebody gonna know in your family. They're gonna talk one day, and that one day might be the last for that generation. And if it's a minister you kill for, or your prime minister, or your president, or your opposition leader, one day he can talk. And when he talk, they're coming for you. You ain't going far. I'm urging you, brothers and sisters. Stop listening to them. Do what is right. If you're a policeman, do an honest job. If you're being underpaid, we know you must be given a good salary, or a military man. But you can't go wrong with the badge and the uniform and the gun in your hand with the GDF uniform, raping and robbing and lying and destroying other people. I know corruption is all over the world. Because when I bring this thing up in the United States, plenty guy, he said, man, it's a worldwide thing, corruption is all over. Well, Jesus has said right. Take that plank out of your eyes before you take out the dust from your brother's eyes. Indian woman, black woman, Portuguese woman, Chinese woman, Douglas woman, and Amerindian woman have the same body parts, the same feelings, and they all wanted to have children and want to do good. All men in those 6 races that I call have the same body parts and have ambition to go forward. I agree between the cracks you got some here and there. Wake up, man. Stop fooling yourself. Look at each other different. If the ministers can't do the job, you have a democratic right to vote him out. But right now, whether APNU try to move the PPP, I'm going to tell you, yes, they are corrupt, but you're seeing development. Yes, they turn a blind eye and a deaf ears and deny justice, but they're better than the other one. Because the PNC got plenty blood on their hand. Walter Radney, Owini, Dublin, Vincent Tika, Father Dark. PPP got a few. Because when Gadraj was there, he didn't even know that Feynman and others was right next to him, care not killing, but they say he knows. Well, I don't know. That's what they say. He's in India now. Ladies and gentlemen, as Guyana is a beautiful country, let us hold our politicians accountable for crimes that they committed. Let's make our decision. If a black man can do a better job, you give him a chance. If a Koli man can do a better job, you give him a chance. If a Chinese can do a better job, you give him the chance. If a Portuguese can do the better job, give him a chance. If a Douglas can do a better job, give him the chance. Or an Amerindian. It's not about race or color. It's about the future. Look at all your politicians. Look at their wife and children. They're better off now than you. They're making budget to hold you down. All of you have been robbed. Wake up, man. It's the 24th century. The whole world is tearing apart. A fruit vendor in Fallujah caused a government to be overthrown. A dictator named Gaddafi was overthrown over his own nonsense. Saddam was hanged, and many more. Since Ronald Reagan, the late Ronald Reagan, the world changes. Dictators can't hide. And no matter how much money they got, you will know. And for the police, who make an underhand deal, we could know who do it. You only have to find out what car you got, what type of house you got, or where's your bank book. And in a right government, you're going to have to answer. Why not save all of that now and let's come clean? Do the right thing, man. Do the right thing. I'm appealing to you all. Do the right thing and save Guyana. It's a beautiful country. We are a great people. Let's unite and show our politicians they cannot change us and carry the country forward. And that is all I can tell you now. Looking forward to hear from you. Criticize me what you want, but ask Hamilton Green and Mr. Corbyn. There's your former Prime Minister. They said the man George Correa is right. And they was in your parliament. So think of it. So it's up to you, my friend. May the God be with you until, and I hope this Easter, the resurrection of Jesus might be able to resurrect some of your mind and ideas and open up your eyes to the true sense of what is a nation. Stop the killing, stop lying, stop accusing people, and then you will see how the world will go. Expose your politician them if you know they're wrong. But I am saying peaceful demonstration makes good democratic system work. Have a good night.